This is what we do. This is who we are. We finish.
Coach, this is a young football team.
Yeah.
You said in early November, buy stock in Clemson now. How about that Clemson stock after today?
Yeah, it's probably a little more expensive if you didn't buy it then. But, you know, listen, we've had an amazing journey here, and it's still part of it, you know. I think this is our 9th win, 13 years in a row, us in Alabama. That's it. You know, we didn't have the record that we wanted to this year, but we got better. You know, listen, progress is not always what you see. It really isn't. But we got better. We got better as a team. We got a lot of young talent on this team. Unbelievable leadership from Xavier Thomas. It's 6-year guys out here in these bowl games that supposedly don't mean nothing. Man, these guys out here playing their butts off. And, man, an unbelievable kick return by Shipley. And how about freaking Whites? I don't know how he made it, but – I mean, just all I can say is God's favor today, man. That thing, just one more tick, but just an unbelievable play. And I'm just proud of our team, happy for our fans, and really congratulations, Kentucky. I mean, they deserve to win the game as much as we did.
All right, we got a trophy ceremony. We'll talk to you soon, Coach. Congratulations.
Right, I'm sorry.
That's
sorry.
Okay.
Hope that's not real weather.
Oh, 38-35, the Tigers win. Great to be with Tim Hasselback, Taylor Tannenbaum, thanks so much all year long to our producer, Alex Marmartino, our director, Bob Frateroli, and our wonderful crew. Attaboy, partner. Tigers are winners. Stand tuned. John Schriffen, Rocky Boyman, Don Davenport standing by for the AutoZone Liberty Bowl.
Great pressure on him, but they did, and he still got the ball out.
We welcome the audience now here on ESPN alongside my crew here. We've got a 6-0 ball game. John Schriffen, Rocky Boyman, Don Davenport as Memphis on their opening drive. 70-yard touchdown. As Iowa State will get their first touch of the rock here as Rocco Beck will come out on offense.
Rocco Beck, young guy, redshirt freshman quarterback. You know, and look, for a young guy, things maybe didn't start off that great as the season began, but he has really developed into one of the best quarterbacks in the Big 12. The thing that sets him apart, John, is the incredible quick release he has and the accuracy. When there's an open guy, he can fit that ball into a small window.
Busama, the starting running back, gets his second start of the season. He gets his first touch, tries to dance through that line, and we will have our first penalty flag of the ball game. And hear from our referee, Matt Leffler.
Holding on the offense, number 63, 10-yard penalty, first down.
That's the center, Jim Boniface. All right, if you are just joining us, Memphis on their opening drive, a 70-yard bomb to Demir Blankenship got behind the defense, but they missed the extra point, so it's 6-0 Memphis here in this AutoZone Liberty Bowl. So 5-yard penalty, 10-yard penalty, 1st and 20 from the 15. Beck throwing across the middle, and that is complete. That's Jaden Higgins, the junior out of Miami, Florida. He's one of their NFL caliber receivers.
We see early the slant route. Rocco Beck in this offense is absolutely deadly on the slant route. Receiver puts his right foot in the ground. He's open. It's a hard throw for a quarterback, but Beck seems to have mastered it. I look for Memphis's defense to take that away, play inside leverage as this game goes on, take away that slant route throw.
They picked up 16. It's 2nd and 4. Beck scanning, now going deep into double coverage, but incomplete. He was looking for his other NFL caliber wide receiver, Jalen Knoll.
Jalen Knoll has been exceptional on the season.
All right, Rocky, let's go back to that touchdown on the opening drive for Memphis.
Yeah, we wondered what Iowa State was going to do defensively. Were they going to drop 8 in the coverage, or were they going to try to heat up Hennigan? They chose the blitz. They brought 5. That meant man coverage. And you got a guy with the speed of Tecumseh. It was all she wrote, man. Down the field with a big play.
Carson Hansen now the running back on 3rd and 4. A four-man rush. Beck will step up, and he will have the first down. He picks up 6 to move the chains.
And this is what Jordan Hankins, the defensive coordinator for Memphis, talked about. Rocco Beck just has a knack for keeping a play alive. He's not the most exceptional runner in college football, but he can extend the play. He can let the receivers get open. He can pick up a first down with his legs if he has to. He's a guy that knows what a quarterback's job is, and that is move the chains at all costs.
Now, Matt Campbell, head coach, understood there was going to be some growing pains early on with this young quarterback, Rocco Beck. But, man, did he grow up quickly to lead this team now to a bowl game. Throwing to the left side, his receiver stumbled going out of a break. Daniel Jackson, that's incomplete.
There's a little bit of slip there by Daniel Jackson. But this Memphis defense, John, has really struggled against the pass. The 112th ranked pass defense in the country. So you can see early on, Iowa State wants to test that out a little bit, see if they can make some hay in the pass game.
What a scene here in Memphis. Essentially a home game for the Tigers. But, man, these Cyclone fans, they have traveled well. Second and 10. Beck looking left and incomplete. Was looking for Jalen Noel. Greg Rubin was there step for step in coverage.
And there it is, John. We see Greg Rubin, the safety, inside leverage. He's taken away that slant route. So now the receiver's forced to go to the outside. That's a tougher throw for a quarterback.
And remember, Memphis has an interim defensive coordinator, Jordan Hankins. He's the linebackers coach who's moved into the interim DC job for this game.
Memphis is checking some. Looks like they're going to go to a drop 8 here. Just rush 3. Now they're creeping.
3rd and 10, empty backfield. Beck looking right, has a man. And Noel will be just short of the marker, picking up 9.
That's one of those ones where you'd like to see Noel just get another 1 yard up the field and get past the sticks, because this is going to be a little bit short here, about a yard. Rocco Beck saying, hey, let's keep this offense out here and go for it. That looks like what they're going to do.
So the fullback, Steve O'Klotz, comes in. They got the big boy package with the tight ends.
Tight ends are a big part of this offense, John. They use 3, sometimes 4.
Orlin Harris Jr., the running back in the backfield. On 4th and 1. Looking to throw. No, it's Beck. He's going to run it. And he did not get it. Memphis comes up with a stop. It was Josh Ellison.
What a huge play by this Memphis defense early on. Josh Ellison, the
shotgun, will hand it off to his running back, Blake Watson, and he's got some room over that right side. The Old Dominion transfer out of Queens, New York, picks up 14.
He's the bell cow back of this offense, John. He's got 45% of the carries this season. Big, makes guys miss. He's got that speed, the power, balance that you like. He's one of the best.
Rocky, Memphis has 5 running backs currently in the NFL. Could Blake Watson be the 6th guy?
Absolutely, John. He has 50 receptions on the year, too. I mean, he's the dual threat running back.
Hannigan going deep. And it's incomplete. One-on-one coverage was looking for Joe Skates. And Miles Purchase there in coverage. Dawn, Seth Hannigan, he was a hot commodity this offseason.
Oh, yeah, you know that the Power 5 programs came a-knocking for him. He told me he made sure his coach and his OC were staying put, and he decided not to hit the transfer portal. Even joked with his coach and said, is there something wrong with me? You don't see that loyalty in programs anymore. But he told me, you know what, Memphis is home. They gave him a shot early as a freshman. He's comfy here, and he pointed out, guys, with Rock Taylor coming back too, this is a young team. They could be special next year.
Oh, they're talking playoffs next year. Here's Blake Watson. He'll be tackled for a short gain. And Ryan Silverfield told us, he said he had to re-recruit a lot of his guys to come back. And the recruitment pitch was, the playoffs are expanding to 12 teams. We want to be one of those 12 next year.
Yeah, and most programs, what's it all start with? The quarterback. You get that one nailed, which they do. They have Seth Hennigan, one of the best in the country. And then from there, you got Rock Taylor. You got a bunch of wide receivers, some guys on defense. This is going to be a formidable team next year.
The Tigers are staring down a 3rd and 8.
Showing blitz again here.
Hennigan gets rid of it. Open again is his tight end, Lanphier, and he's got another first down.
So, John, we've seen 2 third downs so far today, and both times Iowa State's defense has chosen the blitz, and both times Seth Hennigan has made the exact right read and gotten the ball out fast and picked up a first down. You wonder, as this game goes on, does Iowa State do what they normally do, which is just rush 3 and drop 8 into coverage, try to squeeze some of them windows down where Hennigan can't throw the ball?
First and 10 from the Iowa State 21. Hennigan, the toss. That's Sutton Smith. And the Cyclone sniffs that one out. That's a loss. Joey Peterson and Will McLaughlin were both there to team up on the tackle.
I love this scheme Iowa State runs. It's a 3-3 stack. And there's the guy that makes it work right there, Bo Freeland. Top tackler on the team, has close to 100 tackles. He's very, very involved in the run game. They need him in run support, but also as a safety, he moves around a lot. The Hennigan-Freeler matchup today is going to be great.
2nd and 13, only rushing 3, so dump down underneath. That's to Rock Taylor, and Taylor will pick up a short gain of 4.
Rock Taylor, Don and I were watching him on the field before the game. The guy looks like a linebacker. I mean, the guy, he is big now. 6'3", goes about 220, has the size, and as the season's gone on, John, they've figured out he's not just a wide out. We got to move him all over the field. We got to find ways, find matchups to get him the football.
Having a breakout season as he approaches 1,000 yards receiving. Memphis needs to get to the 11 on 3rd and 9. Hennigan, another quick throw. That's Rock Taylor again. He'll be tackled a yard short of the marker for a gain of 8. Decision time.
I imagine this offense is going to bring in some bigger people here, maybe another tight end, and go for this. Here comes Blake Watson back in the game. Ryan Silverfield wanting to be aggressive here early.
Now, Memphis's Tanner Gillis has already missed an extra point in this game, so the offense stays on the field for 4th and 1, where Memphis is 15 of 23 on the season on 4th downs. And Hennigan calls a timeout for Memphis.
Off the field, though, and put Brandon Thomas, their bigger running back, in. He goes about 215.
Hennigan checking the protection. He has mastered this offense as a 3-year starter. 4th and 1. Thomas gets the carry, and he's got enough for the first down.
Short yardage situations often this year. They bring in Brandon Thomas, who, again, is the bigger back. He just kind of has that knack to find that little crease where he just got to have a yard.
So a new set of downs, 1st and 10 from the 11. Second offensive possession for Memphis after Iowa State had a turnover on downs on their first offensive possession. Empty backfield. Hennigan scanning. Now he'll take off. He's got some blockers. Touchdown, Memphis! An 11-yard touchdown run for Seth Hennigan as Memphis on the board again.
Well, John, we forgot to mention that while Seth Hennigan is an elite thrower, he's also quite the athlete. And how about this? How about follow the guy who's been snapping you the ball for 3 years, Jacob Likes, pounding right up the middle. You spread the field, you go 5 wide, you get the whole defense spread out, and then it's just like stealing. Nice run up the middle.
Tanner Gillis, his extra point. This one is up and good, and Jacob Likes nothing. And Memphis really have been dominating on offense.
They really have. Red hot offense has really just picked up where they left off as this season closed.
So Tristan Vandenberg will kick it away from Memphis as Jalen Knoll will look to return it. Knoll on the left side. Now reversing course, we do have a penalty flag as Knoll is pushed out of bounds. Shy is going to mark him out at the 12-yard line. So let's see what this penalty is on the return.
During the return, holding the return team, number 84. Ball being forced half the distance to the goal. First down.
Welcome inside the booth alongside my guy, former NFL linebacker Rocky Boyman, John Triffin. What a season it has been for Iowa State. Started with a ton of adversity after a sports betting scandal. A handful of players were removed, including veteran starting quarterback. That meant Rocco Beck, a youngster, had to get the start to start this season. We called that Ohio game where they lost on the road. But that sparked the change, and what a turnaround it's been for the Cyclones.
It's like anything in life, John. Oftentimes it's the adversity. You find out a lot about yourself, where you need to improve. This was a young team, and during the course of this season, they've improved in a lot of areas.
It was interesting talking to the coaching staff for Iowa State, and they were saying, because we lost that game at Ohio, we really had to look at ourselves and figure out who we were, and so many things changed after that game.
And they almost looked at that loss as a blessing, right? Because they found out a lot about themselves. Sometimes winning, John, I've seen it in locker rooms I've been in, winning can shadow and cover up problems you have. When you lose, the problems become glaring, and then you can correct them.
2nd and 12. Beck keeping it. And will be stopped trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage. They picked up 3. Jalen Joyner, Chandler Martin there on the tackle.
And John, what I'm seeing from this Memphis defense early is they're taking away those quick, easy throws for Rocco Beck. That's what he's so good at. He gets that ball out quick. It's the slant routes. It's the short, flat routes. They're taking those away and then getting a little bit of pressure on the quarterback as well.
Carson Hansen, the running back, here on 3rd and 10. Beck rolling out, puts some air under it, and he's got his man, Jalen Knoll. He did not play in that game in the loss at Ohio. He is such a big part of this offense. A first down and a gain of 28.
Oh, and it was the wheel route, John. I hated the wheel route when I played. He's going to the flat. Nope, he's circling. He's going up the field, and what a beautiful throw by Rocco Beck. That is not an easy throw to make, as that receiver's going in the flat, then he wheels it up the sideline, put it in a perfect spot. That was a spark this offense needs.
And it was interesting, he was the guy in the locker room who was really the loudest voice, challenging players after that loss at Ohio to really look at themselves and figure out how we could be better. Sama hit for a loss. Chandler Martin again with the penetration, a loss of 1.
Chandler Martin, great player, redshirt sophomore, came in from East Tennessee State. No one knew who this guy was, but now the college football world knows who Chandler Martin is. Just a smart, great player, close to 100 tackles on the season.
Here, yoga. Because he said he was always a little stiff in the hips at ETSU. He focused on stretching. Could probably teach you a yoga class now.
That's right. That's exactly what I need too, Don.
2nd and 11, trying to set up the screen, incomplete, as they were looking for Daniel Jackson.
And to that point, flexibility is so key. As you're making tackles in space out there, you got to contort your body in a lot of different directions here, so that's important. But right now, it's important for this Iowa State team to figure out how to convert on 3rd down.
Just over 3 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Matt Campbell in his 8th season as head coach here at Iowa State. Trying to convert this 3rd and 11.
Jalen Knoll in the slot on the top of the screen.
Beck, pressured, gets away from it, scrambling. Now cuts back, throwing. Incomplete. His running back Carson Hansen couldn't hold on to it. Jalen Allen, the guy applying the pressure for Memphis.
Again, another good job here by Memphis' defense, taking away those early shallow throws for Rocco Beck, making him pause a count or two, and then getting a little bit of pressure on him. And again, you're seeing them take away those slant routes, the inside leverage they're playing. They don't want to give Rocco Beck his best and easiest throw.
So this will be the first punt for either team, as Tyler Perkins is on the punt for the Cyclones. Kobe Drake, the deep man. And he comes up to try to field this one now. We'll let it bounce in front of him. He'll take an Iowa State roll inside the 20. And a good punt by Tyler Perkins. It'll be a 52-yard punt. The Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl in Nashville is tomorrow afternoon, with Auburn taking on Maryland for only the 4th time and the first meeting since 1983. Coverage begins 2 Eastern on ABC and ESPN+.
And right now, the conversation on Iowa State's defense is, hey, we got to find a way to get to Henning. We got to find a way to make him uncomfortable back there, because his jersey is clean. He's not been even breathed upon right now so far in this game. Can they heat him up at all?
Hennigan starts from his own 16-yard line. There's